What's going on, everybody? Thanks for clicking on the channel. We are playing with the Blue Mage today. The one job in this game there's no cheating with. When I say cheating, that means you have no access to the duty roulette, so your daily experience bonuses are non-existent. Can you chime into the duty roulette for regular dungeons? Nope. Everything has to be unsynced. No experience when you're running through dungeons. You got to get the dungeon spells. With no experience, just run through the dungeons and hope that by being hit by the spells, you learn them. Tried going through a couple of dungeons solo. We're at level 40 at this point in time. Did a bit of Leve grinds to get to level 40. We're going to continue with the Leve Mets because, well, the Leve quests are pretty much all you can do for good experience. So we're doing Leve quests as long as we've got points. We're running through and clearing out the brown quests of the lower level zones because, well, we left them. Didn't want to do them as we were running through, so now, well, we need the experience, the quests to give extra experience so that we're not just grinding battle kills. Multiple different ways to level up your jobs. Blue Mage definitely has its own quirks. You got to find groups or find people that are willing to help you go through dungeons so that you can get your spells. If you look at the Blue Mage spell list, a lot of the early spells are capped by level 50 dungeons. Not quite sure why they did it this way. It is what it is. You really can't complain about it. It's its own job. I understand why a lot of people would not like to play the Blue Mage, but there is quite a few things that are locked behind the Blue Mage job. Certain cards, certain quests, certain goodies. The game developers really had a good sense of humor when they designed this job. Do you get to upgrade your weapons? No. Do you get to use other class gear? No. You have to get the stuff that is applicable to any class because, well, I haven't found any Blue Mage gear yet. Do you get to use raid gear? Haven't seen anything that qualifies for Blue Mage. Do you get to use dungeon gear? Haven't seen anything that qualifies for Blue Mage. If you guys know of gear that comes from raids or dungeons or trials or any of that, turn-in gear, let me know. I could be wrong. Wouldn't be the first time. Definitely not going to be the last time. This is not a guide on how to play the Blue Mage. This is just my experience with Blue Mage so far. We're live streaming nightly, pretty much nightly. Really depends on how the day goes out in the shop as to how tired I am by the time I get out to live streaming. So come join in the streams. Enjoy the fun. See what's going on. We've got all other jobs maxed to level 100. That's crafting, gathering, and battle jobs. Blue Mage is the last one we have. We're going and visiting Chloe. We're getting her book to do the Wanderer's Tales every week. We're trying to get our Beast Tribe stuff done. Our collectible turn-ins weekly. There's so many achievements in this game. It's not even funny. We're moving along. We've made it past the 2,000 point on the server. We're no longer in the 3,000s. That's a really big bonus. Really happy about that. We're knocking out tons of achievements on a daily basis. Sometimes not so many. Most of the time, we're at least getting half a dozen achievements per stream. Being that we've only been playing for a couple of years means that there's a ton of achievements left to get. I wasn't achievement grinding at the first part of the game. I was just trying to figure out the game. So the first year of gameplay was definitely the learning curve and trying to figure out what's going on. I'm just going to jump in here midway through editing and give a little appreciation to the graphic design of this game. These zones, the details and graphics are just absolutely gorgeous. These are some of the earlier zones. They're not even some of the newer ones. And man, the details and stuff they've got all over the place is just amazing. Huge shout out. What are some of your favorite zones that you like running through that you think that they just knocked it out the park when it came to the graphics. Let me know down in the comments below. Now we've got our favorite jobs. Mainly, we're playing Astrologian, Warrior, Black Mage, sometimes Machinist. Really depends on what we're doing, what dungeon we're going through. But those are pretty much the 4 main jobs that I play. Do have a little bit of fun with Gunbreaker. Yeah, I'll hop on Red Mage every once in a while, but we're not a melee DPS kind of person, so yeah, the melee DPS jobs are only used when they're absolutely needed. Yes, they're maxed out. No, the gear is not high level. We will be gearing up everybody as we go through all the different trials and we get the higher end gear. But of course, being smart, we're going to try and get our main jobs geared up first, and then the rest of the jobs will come later. We've got many, many years left for gameplay. Hit that subscribe button. Don't miss out on the content. Yeah, some of it's not that interesting. You can laugh at the gameplay because of how I play the game. I'm a button clicker. I run around with the mouse a lot. The mouse does make me do weird things. When the mouse glitches, your character goes funny directions. If you cast while you're trying to run, your character goes in funny directions. Yep, lots of little quirks that make the gameplay interesting. You see me run in one direction, all of a sudden, whoop, we're going the other direction. What happened? Well, he might have tried casting. Oops. Did we hit the ground by a mechanic? Yeah, possibly. Ground inspections are common on this channel. I'm learning the mechanics, but I don't have the memory to retain the mechanics. So if it's been a few months since I've been through a dungeon, chances are we're going to be ground inspecting. If we've been grinding the dungeons, maybe I'll remember the mechanics and know what's coming up next. Possibly not. So come follow the journey with the Blue Mage and the rest of the fun. We're hitting Eureka, we're hitting Animos, we're hitting Palace of the Dead. Lots and lots to do, lots of stuff to get. Manderville relics are pretty much almost one a day until we get them all. Anima relics are a little bit slower on the getting, but the grind for those is a lot longer. It's not just grab some poetics, trade them in, and get a weapon. You've got all kinds of stuff to do. For part of it, you've got to run through a bunch of dungeons just to level up the weapon. It's a toughen up quest, and it's for every job. So, with that being said, there's a lot of collecting to do with the anima weapons, a lot of stuff to do with that. So, make sure you're tuned in. If you like this kind of gameplay and commenting in the videos, really, really helpful to the channel. We're trying to get this stuff growing. We've got multiple channels that we're working on, so click down in the description below. See if there's anything else you might be interested in. We've got a music channel, fish channel, and a custom build off-road channel, along with gaming. Do all kinds of neat stuff around here. Never a dull moment. Yeah, when we're doing the crafting and gathering stuff, it's not as interesting as dungeon runs, but it's also a good time to hang out and just chat with everybody. Topics can be all over the place. Not really picky on them. You got something you want to talk about? Bring it up. Let's see what's going on. Still trying to figure out how to get all these alerts and everything set up in the live streams. So if you know how to do that, help would be much appreciated. I'm not that computer literate. I can edit videos, we can record videos and do all that kind of stuff. But when it comes to general how to set up streams and all that, I'm very amateur and not quite sure how to do things. We're multi-streaming on Kick, Twitch, and YouTube. Facebook does not have the amount of subscribers we need to stream, so they booted me off of that. X, we were streaming on that, and they wanted us to start paying for streaming. Well, I didn't even have 15 followers on X, so not gonna bother there. Main platforms, Kick, Twitch, and YouTube. Pick one. I know you guys like your different platforms for your different reasons. We also have a Discord. If you want to join in the Discord, links below. We can do voice over IP chats. You don't have to type things. We can actually talk. You want to come in and join the gameplay? Help me out and just have some fun? By all means, we're on Leviathan. Come hang out. Let's do some dungeon runs together and have some fun. Laugh, giggle, and enjoy the time. This is a game after all. It's supposed to be fun. We're trying to keep it low stress. The people that are going to sit there in the groups and stuff and complain, well, they can complain all they want. We're just going to ignore them. And yes, every once in a while, we will get those people that like to complain. We've only been playing for just under 2 years, had maybe 3 people actually complain about the way that we're playing. Whatever, not too bad. Not going to complain at all. I'm not one to report people, but I am one to sit there and giggle at their so seriousness about a video game. You guys run into people like that? Let me know down in the comments below. Really appreciate everybody clicking on this video once again, watching as far as you can. Hope to see you in the live streams. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.